Last call for 50/50? Oh, yeah, oh, God. Okay.
Don't hit that.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. So who's ever down? Okay, we have, no new member welcome. Oh, no, wait a minute, correction, pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, we have no new member welcome, so.
We do.
We do have a new member. Oh, I'm sorry.
Amanda Fretz.
Amanda Fretz.
Yay!
There was somebody else too.
Where?
Lois Kernan, okay.
Yay!
So, yeah, but she's a member now. She wasn't before, so now she's a new member, so.
Still gets to cheer.
Or you were a member before and you just no, she wasn't a member before.
Well, she did down in Virginia.
Oh, I thought we gave her one.
Did you fill out one of these? You didn't fill one.
Yeah, because we need your
Then you can
information.
give it to me later.
Sorry.
We can do that.
Thank you. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy our program. We did change it, by the way, for those of you who might not know. Scott Bomboy is here to do covered bridges, so we had a cancellation. He was nice enough to step in. Okay, so we need to approve the September minutes. Are there any corrections or additions? If not, I need a motion. Okay. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, the minutes are, September minutes are approved. Financials, David?
No, ma'am. Second, sorry. Good evening, folks. Welcome. West Rock Hill Historical Society financial statement as of September 2019, that'd be September 30th. The checkbook balance was $200.47. The savings account balance, and that included checks for the Penny Power for newspaper ads and for Staples for flyers for our electronic recycling event, which is coming up.
I'm gonna turn the fan off, because I can't hear anything you're saying.
You got it, thank you. Want me to start again, or are we all right?
Please.
Okay, September 30th, 2019, the checkbook balance is $200.47. That included checks for the Penny Power for our ads, for advertising, and for the recycling flyers from Staples. The recycling event is coming up on Saturday the 19th. We'll talk more about that later in the evening. Savings account is $26,214.91, and that includes deposits from Gallery of the Arts, September Fest, membership dues, and a 50/50 from the September meeting. And I'll go into more detail on the Gallery of the Arts and September Fest monies later in the program as well. So, interest was $4.25, so the combined checking and savings account for, as of September 30th, $26,415.38. And this financial statement will be included in the next mailing or the next email mailing that comes out, so you will actually see it in detail if you wish. That's it.
So,
Thank you.
anybody have anything, any additions or corrections to David's financial report? If not, I need a motion. Second, I'm assuming you're second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, the financial report is approved and filed for audit. Okay, announcements. I have, did you say you do have something?
No.
Okay, I do have a couple. We want to congratulate Petey on winning the Grandview Auxiliaries Women of the Year Award. And I think that's all we have actually for announcements. So that was a big one. So, okay, so this day in history. In 1890, future President Dwight D. Eisenhower is born near Abilene, Texas. In 1947, U.S. Air Force Captain Chuck Yeager becomes the first person to fly faster than the speed of sound. And in 1964, civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his nonviolent resistance to racial prejudice in America at 35 years of age. He is the youngest person ever to receive the award. So that's this day in history. Okay, so old business. We have the coloring contest, which if everybody voted, I guess, so we're done with that. We're collecting membership dues in case you haven't heard or seen the signs on the walls. Real quick, I just want to thank everybody who came out for September Fest and Gallery of the Arts. Mike was out, plus he loaned us his tent. Debbie Neeson came out and helped with the coloring contest. David, Petrona, Mary, and myself. So those were, and I think David has some figures as well for both events.
I do.
Sorry.
Gallery of the Arts, which was September, well, the account was credited on September 30th. Gallery of the Arts, we sold 2 Arcadia books, and we are still selling those after about 6 or 7 years of having them published.
We push them hard.
$22 a book, whether Brenda signs it or not. So we sold a map, we sold note cards, we sold, believe it or not, we have these blankets. We sold 2 blankets, one for $10 and one for $15, and we're just basically saying best offer. And the raffle, we brought in $22, and that raffle will occur in the December meeting. And we don't have it here tonight, do we?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, we can talk, maybe after I'm done, you can talk about it.
Yeah.
And for September Fest, which was across the street, we pick up membership dues. We sold a small frame picture. We had $5 in raffles. We sold another Arcadia book. We sold a cookbook, note cards, a handbag, and we had a bucket out there for the James House donations if anyone was interested in helping us get some seed money together to do whatever needs to be done over there. And there's $40 collected in that as well. Okay, so, yeah, just let me look real quick. We had $298, and the other event, we had $253, so.
Yeah, we did pretty decent there. Okay, the raffle. Yeah, we packed everything up, so we weren't really thinking. But what we're raffling is, Fred is going to do a portrait of either your pet, your grandchild, your husband, spouse, whatever. So that's what the raffle is, and that's what we're giving away. So whoever wins gets to they can pick whatever they want and have Fred do it. So you're forewarned.
Well, it was news, but anyhow, I was thinking about giving up after all the complaints we got when we did yours.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe you should have done mine. Not surprised.
Just a self-portrait of the artist?
If you want one, you can.
Do darts come with it?
Oh my God. So next month we'll definitely have it here because we'll pick it in June. So, and we can even bring it along maybe for electronic recycling in case anybody's interested as well.
You're gonna recycle the picture?
No, we'll just have it on the table. They can pick up a ticket. Okay, so the electronic recycling event is this Saturday, 9 to 1. Anybody who can make it, we can use help because we form 2 lines. We're collecting money from both sides. We're passing out information, directing people to places. So if you can come out, we also are providing them with drinks and donuts and lunch. That's what we do for them since they do this for nothing for us. So hopefully, and that's one of our best fundraisers. So, and we have the word out everywhere this year. I mean, we really went out far this year. So hopefully, we were all over Franconia, Harleysville, Percy. So hopefully, we pull a lot of people in. Okay, luncheon. That wasn't supposed to print it up. The luncheon date is April. Okay, help me out here because it didn't print that up either. April 26th, I think. It's Sunday. At Franconia Heritage, but we're not selling tickets yet. We probably won't be till probably February or March, but I just want to remind everybody.
What was the date?
I think it's the 26th. Is that a Sunday?
That's the last Sunday of the
Yeah,
month.
that's the one, yep.
26.
26th. So April 26th, Sunday, April 26th, and I think we did 11 to 5. but, yeah, you know, people can come and go as they want, because it's luncheon, so we just have the shopping going on. Okay, that's okay, we got it, thanks. I'm gonna stick the James House from now on up under committee reports, and we're gonna have somebody from the committee, actually read a report. But just to let everybody know where we're at, we signed the agreement, Greg gave us the keys, so we're in the building. Fred is going to have somebody come look at it, he's gonna be the first one, first engineer that'll see it, and then we're gonna have, about two or three others. So that's where we're standing at the moment, so just to keep everybody updated, on what's going on. And, one of the events we're doing for, the James House is going to be a food truck event on June 6th. We already have the date, I don't have it confirmed yet. I'm sorry, 7th, we changed it to the 7th, sorry. Yeah, we sat and talked to Park and Rec, Petey and I went, and, they prefer that we do it on a Sunday rather than a Saturday because they have baseball going on, so it's gonna be Sunday, June 7th, 12 to 5. And we need to form a committee, and so far, Pris said she would. Yeah, remember I said clean up, and you said,
Oh,
oh,
you
yeah.
had a question, why do I?
No, you said you don't want to clean up. You're on it. Okay, no, not if you don't want to.
No.
Patrona, obviously, myself, is there anybody else who wants to sit on the committee? We already have 10 or 12 vendors, we already have 3 food trucks. What we're looking to do is possibly get some, living historians, and we want to contact a mobile, African American museum. We don't know if they'll come yet, but we're gonna try to. So we need to have a name for this event, so if anybody has any ideas.
Something historical or, I don't know.
Because we have the date, we need to name it so we can. You have an idea?
First annual.
First annual? Okay, we got that part. First annual what? Okay, so, if anybody has any ideas, please let us know, because we have not come up with anything yet, and, we really need to, so we can move forward. Okay. We have, new business. David, do you want to explain your artifacts? They're eight
Okay,
artifacts.
yeah, there's actually 2 of them, and one of them, is it up there? It's up
Yeah,
on the desk.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Way back in 2008, the Covered Bridge Society of Bucks County had a rededication of the Moods Bridge, and I know Fred was there, I'm not sure who else was there. It was a gorgeous day, we went to it, and they had these plaques for sale with that card, and I don't know, Petey, you were a member of the Covered Bridge Society, you don't have one, right?
Yeah, I do have
Oh, you
one.
have one now?
I just
Oh, you
didn't
found it.
understand what you, when I went home, I thought, oh, that's what he meant.
Do you have a card yet?
Yeah, I wrote
Yeah.
the part.
Okay, so,
Oh,
I have it on my
Okay,
computer
what did I ask?
somewhere.
anyway, there's not a whole lot of them around. It was actually down on my workbench, and I thought, why not? So we're gonna put it in the case, the glass case behind the front counter there, and so I filled out the forms, because anything that's donated to the Historical Society now has to be done with a written form from the person like myself who's donating it, and an acceptance by the people, whoever's the head honcho of the Historical Society. There she is. Okay, so that's item number 1, and the Moods Bridge Memorial rededication, 2008. The second item is, and I want to give some thanks to Suzanne Clark, because she's the one that alerted us to this. The M&M Quarry went out of business, and they had, the bank took over the property, and the sign was way back in the weeds. It was it was really difficult to get to. And she alerted us to this sign, which is, it may say Telford, PA on it, but it's actually in our township. It's part of our township. It's part of our township history. And since the quarry was defunct and they were knocking down the old farmhouse and some of the office buildings over there, we thought they were just going to level this thing. So I went over with some, I called the bank, I got total permission, went to their PR people, and they were actually very happy that I approached them and got permission, and then I took the WD-40 and sprayed it about 3 times, and took my hacksaw, but I didn't need it, and I unbolted it. Here it is. Will be part of our permanent collection. So that's 2 items. So if you people have anything or you see anything you feel will be of value that's part of our township history, we would love to have it. That's it, thank you.
And I'm gonna make a secondary comment to that, because the PD brought us in an article on, the bricks for the veterans, for over at the park. So anything, even paper, I mean, and then somebody else brought me, who brought me? Yes, okay, what's her name? Okay.
Elsie.
Yeah, Elsie, it just slipped my mind, sorry. Elsie brought us this, and this was from the Richard Morehouse in Quakertown, but anytime we get anything, if you get tickets from someplace that's local, or brochures, or newspaper articles, we definitely wanna do, and I mean, this is Quakertown, but it's still something that's here in this area, and it's worth keeping.
Well, I'm sure the slaves that went through.
Yeah,
went
or
through
part
our
of,
area,
yeah, it's
so-
part of our history as well, so anybody who has anything like that, yeah, please bring it in. Okay, one last item, I have one other thing about the food truck event as well. When we talked to Park and Rec, and we're gonna come back to the membership about this, when we talked to Park and Rec, one of the gentlemen on their committee mentioned that they were thinking about putting up some sort of signs, historic signs. And I said, well, that was interesting, because we were thinking about doing something temporary, just to stick in the ground with information when people are walking around for the food trucks and all that they can read some of the history of the park and the township and residents. And so we may get together with Park and Rec and actually, and I would like to offer to help pay for some of those signs, because I mean, we're a part of the park now. And if they're gonna do some sort of permanent signage, and we haven't talked about how, what, or cost or anything, but I just wanna bring it up to the membership, and it's something to think about. We'll bring it to the membership for cost when they come up with, how they're going to support the cost of that.
Perhaps we could have VOTEC help us.
Yes, we talked about that as well, even with the food trucks, because they're putting the food trucks in, and we want the VOTEC because they can help us even do things with the James House and stuff as we move along. So that's something to think about for the future, and we'll bring it back up again, in the coming months. So our last order of new business is, we were discussing the Festival of Lights at Grandview, and, we need to bring this to a vote. We thought it would be nice if we did do it for Eleonora, and I believe we did it for Jill. We'd like to do it again for Mary Ann. I think the cost is $100, is that correct? $100. So I just need to bring it up to a vote, so, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. So that's what we'll do. And that's a permanent, correct? They do that every year then, right?
Right,
Okay.
right, and then her name will be on a plaque, and
Okay.
it'll be staying
Right,
there
okay.
forever, or whatever.
So, yeah, so we think that's good, so thank you. Okay, if there's nothing else, member comment?
With the food truck thing you're talking about, have you thought about reaching out to see with the craft beers like they did with Holiday House?
No.
With the swing?
No,
Can't do it,
No.
or?
can't do it, not allowed. That was the first thing he said to me.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, sorry, and I know it drew a lot of people, but no, we're not allowed, so we're gonna have to stick with just food and we're going to try to have funnel cakes, the historical society, that's gonna be part of our fundraiser will come from the, cost, the vendors, that we will charge the vendors to come, but the other part will come, that we're going to try to have a funnel cake, little stand, and so that will be our fundraiser, a part of our fundraiser, so you can stuff yourself a funnel cake, but you can't drink beer.
Okay,
So,
okay.
okay, any other member comment?
Hey, just one comment, as a sign of the times and how things have changed. That noise you heard was a fan,
Yes,
and that fan just took air out of this room and threw it away. And the purpose of that fan was to eliminate smoke in the room when it got too low from the ceiling.
Oh, interesting,
This was built back in the mid-70s.
yeah. I would've just thought air circulation, I didn't give that any thought.
That's what it's for.
Oh.
And that fan might last forever because it's not used much, except when Frank turned it on accidentally.
Okay, any other member comment?
I do.
David?
Let's go back to the funnel cakes, is that what it was?
Yes,
Do we know of anybody that has funnel cake making equipment that we could borrow? Bingo.
ooh, ooh, okay, well, we'll be in touch with you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you for asking, okay. Anything else? Okay, if not, then, Frank, 50/50.
We collected $53, we'll give $27 to the winner, not Fred. There is no losers thing. And we'll let our long lost Floridian pick one.
Thank you.
Want me to read it?
Get my 920-7870.
I'm sorry.
Is it Fred?
I don't participate. Ever since his wife won 4 times in a
Oh, for
row,
God's
said I'm not gonna be involved with it.
Does that story ever get old, Fred?
Yeah, it might be mine.
Surprise!
What's the last four digits?
7870.
7870?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Not even close.
Ah,
Done.
Don's about.
Yay. I got some.
You get $27. Get your money back.
Put it back in the pot.
Okay. Thank you, Don. Donated the money back to the club.
Thank you. So was it 52 altogether?
Three.
Okay. Okay, if that's it, then the meeting's adjourned.
Break it.
No, I didn't close.
Okay, so, unfortunately, our, speaker that was slated for tonight, her family had some medical problems, so she had to cancel for today. So, thank goodness Scott, is going to present on Bucks County's lost covered bridges. I have, let me say this before he starts. I do have some well, we call them travel tips. It's the directions to all the covered bridges. I do have brochures on the covered bridges. Obviously, I belong to the Covered Bridge Society. I also have free pencils. And last but not least, I have a few membership forms. So I don't know if you've been following in the news, but the county commissioners have just okayed $2 million to refurbish 7 of the county bridges. And so we're all excited about that. And it was nice that they did it at this time because we just received guidelines from the federal government on how to, there's the official guidelines following the Department of Interior's forms on how to refurbish the bridges. And with that, I'm going to introduce you to Scott. Okay, I'll read your little, okay, Scott's interest in local history includes Bucks County and also Percy Borough, where he serves on Borough Council and Planning Commission. Longboy also chairs the council's Historic Committee, which is leading an effort to get downtown Percy on the National Register of Historic Places and to preserve South Percy Covered Bridge. South Percy Covered Bridge is in the park, so it's not part of the system, so that's why the county is not, refurbishing that bridge. He is also the editor-in-chief of the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia, where he has written more than 1,000 stories for the popular Constitution daily blog, which has 400,000 monthly readers. His work also appears on websites for The Hill and Yahoo News and has been cited in the Washington Post and New York Times. Prior to joining the center, Bomboy served in editorial management positions at Dow Jones, the Wall Street Journal, CNBC, and 2 Philadelphia television stations. Bomboy has a BA in history from Penn State, a master's certification in internet marketing from the University of San Francisco, a historic preservation certification from Bucks County Community College, and is completing a master's. Are you finished with
Yes,
that?
I am finished.
He's finished with his
This is part of my
master's.
master's project, actually.
Yes, in historic, in a history program for Arizona State University. The Bucks Bridges project was part of the graduate program. He also has 5 Edward R. Murrah Awards for his work with television, digital websites, and projects. And with that
My wife Lynn's gonna help. She's photographed all the existing bridges, and she'll probably answer a couple questions too about bridges. But how I got involved with this project is I obviously didn't have enough time on my hands. And I went back and did my master's in history. I was here, 3 years ago? To talk about Percy Park.
Yes,
And I
yes.
just finished my program at Bucks County Community College, and I went to get my master's in historic preservation. And I realized the program was so good at Bucks, I was just repeating the classes I had. So why pay twice for the same kind of degree? And when you go to Bucks, you get an actual, you learn a skill when you get out of there. You can go right into cultural resources management. And I got into the master's program at Arizona State online because they had a good reputation, it was very affordable, and I could schedule my time. And the problem I had is we had made a commitment to go to Guatemala for 2 weeks in July, and I had to do an internship. And the way I worked it out is I got Mercer Museum to sponsor my website project about covered bridges, and said I'll work in May, I'll work in August,